Have you ever felt like the weight on your shoulders is just too much to bear? Like the challenges you face are heavier than anyone else's? It's a feeling we all know. There's an old story that really puts this into perspective. A believer, feeling overwhelmed by his struggles, knelt down and complained to God. "Lord," he sighed, "my cross is too heavy. I can't carry it anymore." His heart was full of despair, convinced that his burden was the greatest of all. That very night, he had a vivid dream. In his dream, he found himself standing at the foot of a massive, rolling hill. The entire hillside was covered with crosses of all shapes and sizes. There were enormous, rough-hewn wooden crosses, and smaller, more polished ones. Some were tall and slender, others short and wide. It was a sea of crosses, each representing a burden carried by someone in the world. Then, a gentle voice, which he knew was God's, spoke to him. "My child," the voice said, "you feel your cross is too heavy. Very well. You may leave it here and choose another. Pick any cross on this hill that you believe you can carry." A wave of relief washed over the man. Eagerly, he laid down his own cross and began his search. He first walked over to a large, imposing cross. He wrapped his arms around it and tried to lift, but it wouldn't budge. It was anchored to the ground by its immense weight. "No, not this one," he muttered, moving on. Next, he spotted a beautifully carved cross, adorned with intricate designs. It looked lighter, more manageable. He bent down to pick it up, but the wood was dense and solid, far heavier than it appeared. He strained and grunted, his muscles screaming in protest. Defeated, he let it fall back to the ground with a thud. He spent what felt like hours wandering the hill, trying one cross after another. He tried a short, thick cross, but its awkward shape dug painfully into his shoulder. He tried a tall, thin one, but it was unbalanced and difficult to control. Each cross he attempted to lift came with its own unique and unbearable difficulty. Some were too rough, some too heavy, some too awkward. Feeling exhausted and discouraged, his eyes fell upon a small, simple cross tucked away in a corner, almost hidden from view. It looked plain and unassuming, much smaller than most of the others. He thought, this one must be light enough. He walked over, bent down, and Esley lifted it onto his shoulder. It settled there with a familiar weight, a perfect fit. It wasn't weightless, but it was manageable. It was a burden he knew he could carry. With a heart full of gratitude, he turned to God and said, "Lord, I've found it. This is the one I choose. This is the perfect cross for me." A warm, knowing smile seemed to spread across the heavens, and God's voice returned, filled with gentle love. "My child," he said, "that is the very same cross you were carrying before you arrived here." The man woke up with a start, the dream still fresh in his mind. He looked at his life, his challenges, his cross, with a completely new perspective. He understood the burden he carried was specifically tailored for him. He had been complaining about the very thing that was perfectly designed for his strength. This story is such a powerful reminder for all of us. When we look at others, we often only see their successes, their polished exteriors. We don't see the silent, heavy crosses they might be carrying. We romanticize their lives and think our own struggles are uniquely difficult. But the truth is, the challenges we face are the ones we have been given the strength to overcome. God doesn't give us burdens that are too heavy for us to bear. He equips us, He strengthens us, and He walks alongside us as we carry the cross He has permitted for our journey. So, the next time you feel that your load is too heavy, remember the hill of crosses. Your burden is not a punishment. It's a testament to the strength you've been given. You are stronger than you think, and you are never carrying it alone. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more messages of faith and encouragement. God bless.